Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. Let's get into your next 3 months ahead. We're going to look at April through to June 2025. We're going to get a bird's eye view, a larger zoomed out perspective on the time ahead. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more readings where I'll be looking at the current, more intimate energies as well as monthly readings. Feel free to subscribe. Okay, Scorpio, April, May, and June for Scorpio placements. Thank you for being here. Okay. Ooh, we have April, May, and June. These are definitely some scorpionic energies that I'm seeing. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Transformation as your underlying theme. Very potent. Okay. Snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. I like that we are in the year of the snake, and Scorpios, more than any sign, are cognizant of change and how change can be quite uncomfortable. In fact, when the snake sheds its skin, although for healing purposes, for more brilliance and vibrance of their coating, when they're actually going through the transformation itself, their eyes turn murky. They can't really see too much. It's a protective thing that happens while they are transforming, while they are shedding their skin. But once the full shedding is complete, their snake skin is so vibrant, lush, it's healed. Their eyesight, their clarity it's clearer than ever. So there's something coming through for you right now, Scorpio, where you are in the midst of shedding skin. You are in the midst of transformation. And while you are going through this is not for the weak, but it is perfectly aligned. It is perfect timing. It is uncomfortable. So if you are in this period where changes are happening, like it or not, if it's hard to see forward, know that that is perfectly aligned to true transformation here. Just like when the snake goes through that shedding process. Okay. Going into May, you have goals. We're talking about money goals, financial goals, personal development goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So if you're looking for a new job, if you've been fired, if you've been laid off, it looks like May is a time where you find a job that I would say honors your value and worth, or sees your value and potential. So it's a good fit. It's a good match. Moving into June, you have the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So another thing coming through, if May is not the month where you land the job, although I see that as being possible, there's something about your self-worth coming in, okay? Or you get the job in May and this is like kickstarting this whole new beginning for you. Bottom of the deck, the underlying theme for this time is reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. So all this shedding, all of this deprogramming, deconditioning, peeling off the layers that aren't truly you, this is all happening for a reason. so you can actually become the person who you truly are. Like, this is you at your core, at your bones, at your soul level. It's about accessing a deeper part, not necessarily putting on a facade or a persona. It's actually peeling off the persona and becoming who you truly are, and showing up that way in the world in a deeper, more authentic way. Birth at the bottom of that. So there's definitely this energy of newness coming. So be patient if you're not seeing this new energy, new timeline, new beginning just yet. It is coming though. It is coming. It's right around the corner. The deeper you move through this transformative, almost shamanic transformation with the snake, the closer you are to this transformation, okay? Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel, The Flourishing Mystic. Hey, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. Let's get into your next 3 months ahead. We're going to look at April through to June 2025. We're going to get a bird's eye view, a larger zoomed out perspective on the time ahead. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more readings where I'll be looking at the current, more intimate energies as well as monthly readings. Feel free to subscribe. Okay, Scorpio. April, May, and June for Scorpio placements. Thank you for being here. Okay. Ooh, we have April, May, and June. These are definitely some scorpionic energies that I'm seeing. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Transformation as your underlying theme. Very potent. Okay. Snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. I like that we are in the year of the snake, and Scorpios, more than any sign, are cognizant of change and how change can be quite uncomfortable. In fact, when the snake sheds its skin, although for healing purposes, for more brilliance and vibrance of their coating, when they're actually going through the transformation itself, their eyes turn murky. They can't really see too much. It's a protective thing that happens while they are transforming, while they are shedding their skin. But once the full shedding is complete, their snake skin is so vibrant, lush, it's healed. Their eyesight, their clarity it's clearer than ever. So there's something coming through for you right now, Scorpio, where you are in the midst of shedding skin. You are in the midst of transformation. And while you are going through this is not for the weak. This is like you transformation at this level is not for the weak, but it is perfectly aligned. It is perfect timing. It is uncomfortable. This transformation you're going through, it doesn't feel like it's easy, okay? So if you are in this period where changes are happening with or without you wanting them to happen, changes are happening like it or not. If it's hard to see forward know that that is perfectly aligned to true transformation here. Just like when the snake goes through that shedding process. Okay. Going into May, you have goals. We're talking about money goals, financial goals, personal development goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So if you're looking for a new job, if you've been fired, if you've been laid off, it looks like May is a time where you find a job that I would say honors your value and worth, or sees your value and potential. So it's a good fit. It's a good match. Moving into June, you have the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So another thing coming through, if May is not the month where you land the job, although I see that as being possible, there's something about your self-worth coming in, okay? Or you get the job in May and this is like kickstarting this whole new beginning for you. Bottom of the deck, the underlying theme for this time is reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. So all this shedding, all of this deprogramming, deconditioning, peeling off the layers that aren't truly you, this is all happening for a reason. So you can actually become the person who you truly are. Like, this is you at your core, at your bones, at your soul level. It's about accessing a deeper part, not necessarily putting on a facade or a persona. It's actually peeling off the persona and becoming who you truly are, and showing up that way in the world in a deeper, more authentic way. Birth at the bottom of that. So there's definitely this energy of newness coming. So be patient if you're not seeing this new energy, new timeline, new beginning just yet. It is coming though. It is coming. It's right around the corner. The deeper you move through this transformative, almost shamanic transformation with the snake, the closer you are to this transformation, okay? Let's look deeper into, I was going to say April. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Family is coming up. There could be healing around family, inheritance. April for Scorpio. Deeper messages for Scorpio. Let's open up this snake card. 4 of Cups. Interesting. I almost feel like a part of you knows that there's a new beginning ahead, okay? You can feel it, you can sense it. You're a Scorpio, you're very intuitive. But it almost feels like you yourself know that you have to go through this shedding in its entirety, in its fullness, in its completion before you accept any new offerings around love or career, money, support. You're very in tune and aware that there's something within you that has not completely shedded, that has not completely transformed. You're working on it though. You're doing this spiritual lifting. It is not easy to go through, but you're almost aware. And I see that you yourself are keeping an opportunity at bay. You know that it's going to be there around the corner when you're ready for it. You're very strong in your power, your personal power, and your your spirit, your spiritual knowing and understanding that a true opportunity for you will not pass you by. If it's really for you, it won't pass you by, but something needs to happen internally. You're working on something internally. Let's see. Can we go deeper on this message? We have, the Ace of Swords. Gaining truth and clarity and something revealing itself so that you could be keen and sharp and ready and clear for the way you want to take your life forward. It's like you're waiting for that download to come in, and you're not budging until that download is complete and it's full, and you get this greater awareness and understanding of how you're meant to take your life forward. You're actually being very mindful. You're being conservative of your energy, your power. You don't want to waste it haphazardly. This is you owning your spiritual power and strength. Potentially even saying no to some offerings until you are ready. Okay, let's move into May. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. May starts to get a little bit easier. Maybe by May, there is some transformation that is complete. 10 of Swords, there's a completion, right? 10 of Swords is the end of something. It's also death of the old self. Scorpio, you are the death card itself in Tarot. There's like the completion process, the shedding feels like it's completing in May. That's pretty quick. I'd say you're working through this fast, Scorpio. Open up this 10 of Swords. And you know what's interesting? I'm going to pause. Sun card there. Very important. As you are shedding and going through this rebirth, it's a painful process, but you know it's worthwhile. You know it's important for this next chapter, this next cycle ahead. You wouldn't feel comfortable bringing the baggage of the past or incomplete healings or sheddings, incomplete transformation with you into this brand new cycle. I feel like a part of you, Scorpio, is full of integrity, and you wouldn't feel comfortable starting this new journey unless there's been some sort of culmination of healing or transformation here within. One thing I want to say is notice the growth around you though. So that's the funny part. Like, you could feel like your world is collapsing, like opportunities that were once there and available have ended, been severed or something, forcing you into this deep transformation. But all the while around you and these circumstances around you are starting to bud and grow. The growth hasn't ceased around you. In fact, you're going to notice that it starts to bud from within you. Okay? So something about, initially you may have been worried about missing opportunities or missing out on something, but you are the opportunity. You are bringing the growth. You bring this wherever you go. And once this 10 of Swords energy is complete, you work through something. Look how much growth is ahead of you and also around you, mind you. Okay? And I'm sorry if this sounds, esoteric, but I see a lot happening coming up in love and career. And you also being this participant in birthing a new reality for yourself. But that's a reality that is based and founded on you shedding all that isn't you, all the heavy weight, all the expectations of the world, all the projections. Okay? I was going to pull one more card on this Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is the Seven of Swords energy is the facades. It's the masks. It's all the versions of you had to show up as in order to be accepted by certain groups and people and industries, and you're just over that. Seven of Swords showing up here can feel like you don't want certain people to know all the deep changes you're going through, or all of the losses you've experienced, all of the death, all of the changes. You may feel like you're embarrassed in front of certain groups or people. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck is showing opportunity coming your way. It's understandable if you don't want to share your entire transformation or what you're going through right now with everyone. That's okay. I feel like this is validation of self-preservation in a sense. Self-preservation. Because you're entering unknown territory, and it could be scary and you could feel alone. That's another thing I'm feeling. You might feel alone right now in this journey. But there's so many spirit guides around you. Okay, in the mystical realms, in your dreams. Ancestors watching and protecting you, the benevolent kind. You're not truly alone. Some of you feel very alone. Or that you have to transform alone, and you don't want others to be a witness to this. Seven of Wands. Okay. Definitely stepping into your power though, standing up for yourself. You're more aware of who you need to be on guard with, who you need to stand up against. You also can feel like you're under attack, like people always have a bone to pick with you, like you can never do right by certain people. Okay, we're going to get more messages, Scorpio. Let's move out of this. Let's move into June, because we see some opportunities unlocking here. New beginnings, a new timeline. Ooh, Eight of Swords. Okay. What are we fearing? Okay, I keep seeing this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me of like it's telling of the future, what you don't see coming. This sense of stability, this sense of harmony, this sense of doing what you love and earning a good income and having the support you need. And also being free and being out in the open, being yourself. Eight of Swords is showing up as insecurity, self-doubt, self-sabotage. Why is this Eight of Swords showing up here? Why is this Eight of Swords showing up here? Tower. Tower's changed. So much change has happened recently that it's like you don't know if you can trust a new beginning again. It's scary to open up. It's scary to fall in love. It's scary to start building from scratch again, because you're wondering, is this just going to be taken away from me? Am I going to lose this too? Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck is a good omen of support. There's fears coming up around your stability. There's fears coming up around if something that you work on building towards will fall and crumble. Will it be taken away? You're being given the key though. You're building this. You're not building this on a false foundation, because look at all of the inner work you've been doing. What you're going to build towards, what you're going to work towards is going to be built on a stable foundation. So let go of fears. 6 of Cups. You are more supported than you know. You do have like a positive community around you, or you will be connecting to a positive community. You will be well received. So don't fear putting yourself out there. Come June especially, you're ready. You're ready for a new beginning. 6 of Cups also looks very ceremonial in this depiction. This key, this entry into this new space or timeline or new industry or job or relationships, it looks ceremonial. Why is it showing up ceremonial? Five of Cups. Like, this is beyond the ordinary. This new beginning, what you're tapping into, is beyond ordinary is what I'm getting. We have the lightning here. Lightning. A quickening, a change of energy, a change in fortune. It's hard to rebuild from nothing. It's hard to rebuild from scratch, but you have it in you, King of Pentacles. And the good thing here is that in this new chapter or cycle, you get to be the designer, the architect, the creator. Fill this new cycle, this new chapter with experiences, connections that are actually genuinely meaningful to you and are not based on like facades or keeping up with the Joneses or other people's expectations. Okay. You're moving forward. Okay, 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot you're working through. I know, I could just feel it. Let's open up, let's circle back to April, okay? For Scorpio, let's circle back. We have, oh wow, success. Success, Scorpio. Wow, I love the snake energy and the jaguar, the black jaguar, because I feel like there's so much potential ahead of you. Look at that potential at the bottom of the deck. The snake is stealth. The snake is smooth, diligent. It's practical. It doesn't rush success. It doesn't rush experiences. So you could learn from snake archetype or snake medicine in a sense during this time period as you're moving through transition. As the world is telling you to keep up at its pace, you are creating your own pace and your own way forward, so that whatever you're moving through, whatever you're building is actually meaningful, it's purposeful, it's intentional. That's what the snake is. Snake is also a very earthy energy, goal-oriented. It's a sign of money coming. It's a sign of prosperity and success. You have your eye on the prize, or you're going to start to feel that way. Like, goals are important to you. Success is important to you. Just because you're going through changes and transformations and maybe have been stripped down to the bones, you have not lost your vision for the future. The snake moves at its pace. And I think there's a message in that for you, Scorpio. Like, move at your pace. Don't feel forced or rushed. to make certain decisions or to rush your success or something. Panther or jaguar is also like that. It's quiet when it moves. You almost are going undetected. But the momentum that you are building towards is going to be exponential. So to the world, it may appear that you're not up to much. To the world, it may appear that you're not gaining momentum or you're not successful. But once you're ready to leap and pounce forward, that growth that you're going to experience will be exponential. It'll bring you leaps and bounds forward, okay? I don't know how else to sort of decode that energy right now. I'll wait if it wants to develop further, or maybe I'll be back with another reading for you. But there's something important with snake energy and also the jaguar, the black jaguar. You may want to look up those spirit animal meanings. Let's look into May. Okay, sorry. One more thing. You're very patient, okay? Or learning patience through this. And when true patience is an invaluable experience, it's an invaluable quality. While other people's are like rushing and doing things haphazardly, you're patient. You're sort of stalking your future in a good way, okay? You have this knowing, Scorpio, that what's for you will always be for you. That's a powerful knowing. That is a powerful knowing. Sometimes that knowing gets tricked by the mind, though. Okay, Eight of Swords, which is what you want to return to, that inner knowing whenever the mind tries to trick you and say, well, what if this is pulled from beneath me? What if this crashes and burns? What if this gets taken away too? That's just the mind playing games with you. Get back to that instinctual knowing, that power that is yours, that is innate to you. Okay, let's look into May now for Scorpio. Delight. Okay, I love that. That's refreshing energy. Don't forget that there's also delightful experiences around you, even though you're healing, even though you're having a hard time here. There will be moments that present itself in delightful ways. There's going to be delightful encounters. You'll find appreciation in the small things around you, in the birds chirping, in the budding trees and flowers, nature itself. There's delight. And I feel like there's a lot of guides. And you're going to see and notice more signs here in May that you're doing well. Like, don't give up. Stop being so hard on yourself. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun. Lots of fun, especially in community with others. So I feel like also there's a part of what you're meant to go through right now is to remind you to give yourself some slack, to cut yourself some slack, to have fun, to be spontaneous. You may need this window of time to rest and take a break from your goals in a sense. Yes, it's there in the back of your mind. You know that when the timing is right, you're going to pounce and just hit that target. But there is something here about slowing down, getting playful, getting creative, maybe doing something that sparks joy, finding hobbies. If you are in the scenario that maybe you lost a job, okay, and you're putting yourself out there and putting your resume out there, if you're not getting callbacks, if you're not getting the job, there's a sign in that. It's almost like you're given a window of opportunity to slow down. Even if that opportunity is like scary because it's like, hello, I need to make money, I need to pay my bills. But the universe does what it does. There's a part of you that needs to experience delight in the small things as well. So I'll leave that for whoever it's for. Let's move to June. For Scorpio, June. Patience. Patience. Wow. This whole time, I feel like since the start of this year, basically, but specifically April through June, your real lesson right now is learning patience. Real patience at its core. We can't rush certain things. We have to move through them at its organic pace. Wow, okay. So let's look deeper here. It says, in dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. For now, don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way may in fact be completely different. Be patient. The truth will emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and your inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. Scorpio, I feel like you're initiated deeper into your spiritual path, into mystical understandings, into the timing of the universe as opposed to human personal timing. You're being initiated deeper into understanding. So it's not based on books that you read, but rather this inner understanding of how the real world works. The real world being the impersonal, universal, mystical laws coming in. You're going to discover a lot during this period, a lot about yourself, a lot about the world, a lot about how much actually you don't know, and learning to be okay with that. Learning to be okay with the unknown. Learning to be okay with not having all the answers just yet. The fog will dissipate. But for now, what can you learn from the unknown itself? Any more messages for Scorpio? April through to June. Ocean of emotions. Sail across the ocean of emotions, honoring the deep, vast, and varied feelings that dwell within the expanse of your being. You're being taken to the depths, beyond the superficial, beyond human timing and expectation, building up shields of resilience. This talks about wielding the shield of resilience, safeguarding your spirit from perils while bolstering enduring might. That's kind of like the Seven of Wands. This is protection as well. So anything that failed, anything that didn't work out, anything that took a turn for the worse was actually your divine protection. And it's actually bringing you into more alignment with a deeper, truer aspect of yourself. You're getting down to your bare bones here. And all the while, you have this shield of protection to be able to do that. So safe from other people's criticism, inputs, projections. Veil of illusion is here. Lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. So coming into June, you're presented with this key. Be patient. Be cognizant of the doors that you yourself are opening. Are they in alignment? Are they truly authentic to this version of yourself? You've gotten to the bare bones of who you are. Is this in alignment? This is a time to be very alive and present. We don't want to rush through this energy because we might miss the point. We don't want to unlock a door that is the same as the cycles that you have completed already. We want to make sure we're aligning with the right door that is a fit, that is actually going to be the key to the door to freedom, as opposed to a cage. Very important that I'm understanding why there's this slowdown for you. It doesn't want the energy, spirit, God, goddess energy doesn't want you to miss the point. The point is your soul wants expansion and freedom, and maybe the human mind wants security. How much of that security is actually a cage? There is a way forward that is different, that is unlike your previous experiences up until now, but the veil of illusion is going to help you discover a door, a different way forward that maybe you haven't even previously conceived for yourself or imagined. Cauldron of creation. Stir the cauldron of creation, merging elements with intentions to manifest desired outcomes. That's when you bring your keenness of the snake, of the jaguar, the precision to move forward in the direction that you actually want to move forward in. That's not based in fears and lies and illusions, but truth. Interesting how freedom came through, and we have lock of constraints. Acknowledge the lock of constraints and ponder the keys of liberation that dwell within. You're unlocking freedom from within, liberation from within, freeing yourself. Like I said, it's all the conditioning, the programming, the layers that don't belong to you. I'm going to go deeper here for Scorpio. Again, okay, so look how Spirit is working through the cards. It says be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. So no sense in getting frustrated with things not working fast enough, with things not happening fast enough, with not seeing immediate progress. Let it come forth organically and give yourself permission to feel. feel through whatever you need to feel through. This is making you become aware, activating a deeper part of your intuition so that you can actually lead yourself forward in the way that is truly right for you. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. I'm going to leave it here, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more readings. Like I said, more intimate energies and monthly readings. So do subscribe. If you want a personal reading where we can go deeper on your situation, you can book me on my website. The link is in my description box below. I love you guys. Until next time.